It's cold, the kind that doesn't bite, doesn't warn, just arrives and stays. You haven't moved in. You don't know. Time here has no lines, just layers, stacked days that dissolve before they finish becoming hours. You're awake. But only because your body hasn't figured out how to shut off properly. Thoughts drift in unfinished. Nothing sticks. They fade before you can name them. I should get up. I should try. I should call someone. But there's no momentum. Only the echo of what wanting used to feel like. You remember the way people talk to the depressed. You've got this. You're strong. It'll pass. You're not alone. You learned how to smile in reply so they'd stop needing you to be convincing. Now no one asks because you taught them to stop, because you trained them to believe your silence meant independence, and now it does, even to you. Nothing hurts anymore. It's not numb. It's worn through. Even sadness gave up and packed its bags. You're not resisting. You're just here. A vacancy inside a shell that still eats sometimes, still blinks, still charges the phone. Then a thought, water. You feel thirsty. There's no symbolism in it, no spiritual meaning. You just haven't had water in a while. So you stand, not with strength, just gravity's permission. Your legs don't recognize you. They hesitate, like they're asking if this is a mistake. You shuffle to the sink. Turn the handle. The water runs loud, too loud. It startles you, but not enough to matter. You grab a glass. It fogs. You wipe it. You lift it. Halfway to your mouth, something flickers. Inside the glass, a shape, a distortion. It's not your reflection, not your kitchen. It's the room, the one you've been inside all this time. But now it's quiet, uncloaked, still. No voices, no creatures, no heat, just space. The architecture of suffering, but emptied, like a house after a flood, ruined but recognizable. You lower the glass, the vision fades. You raise it again, it returns. This isn't metaphor. This is your mind showing you what's true. You weren't in hell, you were in holding. Inside a body that needed to break without witnesses. Inside a self that had no room left for performance. You sip. The water is sharp, real. Your throat remembers how to swallow. You swirl the glass. The reflection trembles. And with it, the world begins to sharpen. Not warm, not beautiful, just honest. Your vision adjusts, and so does the space around you, like fog lifting. But from the inside out, you weren't blind. You were buried under overlays you created to survive. Fear, overfunction, anger, shame, hope. Yes, hope. Sometimes even that can weigh too much when it isn't real. You set the glass down and then your knees give. You drop, hands hit tile, jaw clenches, breath catches. And then you cry. Not delicately, not like someone telling a story they've already processed. You break. A full-body, muscle-trembling, throat-ripping sob that folds you forward. Your body is telling you what your mind couldn't. That it's over, or starting to be. That you've held it together longer than anyone should have, and now there's nothing left to hold. Tears keep coming. Not memories, not insights. Just release. The sobs don't carry language, they carry weight. You shake, your ribs seize, your skin burns. It's not pain, it's blood returning to places that forgot they were alive. You cry until it scares you, because you didn't know anything was still in you, but it is, and it's coming out the way it needs to. Eventually, you fall sideways, you lie there face to floor, chest raw, hands limp, and in that stillness something arrives, not a voice, not a presence, just a knowing. You glance toward the corner. A spider, alive, normal, small, not metaphor, not message, but meaning still, because it's here. Like you, it didn't abandon the room when it emptied, it stayed. And maybe that's all forgiveness is, a witness that doesn't leave. You breathe, the air hurts, which means it's real. You touch your own chest. It rises, it falls, and for the first time in weeks, you let it. You're not bracing, you're not proving, you're just breathing. You sit up, not with force, with presence. You look around, it's just a kitchen, it always was. No hauntings, no metaphor, just home. And now that you're seeing it for what it is, you start to remember how to belong here. You glance toward the window. You don't get up to open it, but you want to, a little. Not to escape, just to feel what the air smells like when it hasn't been processed through you first. Then, a thought. Soft, quick, unexpected. I missed the room already, not because it was good, not because it helped, because it held everything you were too scared to show the world, and now that you're surfacing, you feel its absence, not with longing, with gratitude. You nod, to no one, maybe to yourself, maybe to all the versions of you that didn't make it. You press your palm to the floor. It's cold, flat, stable, and you say, not out loud, but completely, I'm still here. Not as a triumph, as a truth. You made it. You're breathing. You're not healed. You're not whole. But something has cracked open, and what comes through isn't hope. Not yet. It's capacity, and that's enough.